More than 50% of adult Americans have at least one chronic health condition. Silicon Valley is now trying to take the lead in helping people monitor themselves. Tech companies are introducing products that promise to help users keep a constant eye on their health, including blood pressure, glucose levels, and heart problems. The so-called wearable hospital is a more than $6 billion industry, and it is growing. A market research group says the business is expected to more than double to $14 billion worldwide by 2022. But while the products offer hope, many people have security and privacy concerns. Brian Cooley, editor-at-large with our partners at CNET, is here. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
So you have on your wrist a very fancy-looking watch. What is it? How does it work?
This is the first time a blood pressure machine, an actual blood pressure machine, has been put into a watch form. So it's a marvel of miniaturization. It's from a company called Omron. They call it the HealthView product. And what you do is you just press this one button here, or it can be automatically programmed to take tests when needed. And when you do that, it goes into this little countdown, and you can't see it, but I can feel the cuff, which is the band, tightening around my veins.
Ooh.
It presses those down and then releases again, just like the big sphygmomanometer, which is that machine at the clinic. So it's FDA cleared. It's not some piece of junk that's fly by night. It's doing the same thing, miniaturized, relays the data to an app, keeps a history that you can see on the app that shows you what your context is. So it doesn't just give you information. It'll give you answers. Here's how you're trending, which is what consumers need.
And the cuff releases at a certain point,
really.
Right?
It's actually got safeguards built in. It's got redundant valves and electronics, so it never stays locked.
Good.
Now, there are also 2 Medicare-accepted glucose monitors. How do those work?
That's right. You've got one here. This is a little tiny thing that I'm showing here in a display case. It's called the Freestyle Libre from Abbott. And you stick this thing on your arm, on the back of your upper arm. It stays there for 10 days. And then when you want to read your blood glucose, you just take this little reader right here, and you just swipe it right next to the thing, and it'll read. In the future, pending new approval, you'll use your smartphone. It'll just be like paying at the register. You'll just swipe, and there's your glucose information without doing anything like finger sticks.
And you keep it on? Do you shower with it?
Absolutely. It stays stuck on there, again, 10 days at a time. The Europeans allow you to wear it for 14 days at a time. Different regulatory outlook, but it's the same thing. And Medicare has picked this up for coverage. Again, this is FDA cleared.
Blood pressure and glucose levels are 2 separate things. Why do people need, for both of them, that kind of immediate real-time feedback?
John, once you bring that together, and also atrial fibrillation, which we've got a sensor here. This is an Apple Watch band that does EKG and atrial fibrillation detection. That's when your heart is beating out of whack. That all can come into areas of predicting stroke, for example. Combine blood pressure and AFib together, and you can get a FDA-cleared initial prediction that you're trending to or maybe away from a likelihood of a future stroke. The idea is to get way in front of things and stop doing heroic, amazing interventions later and be decades ahead of it. The way we live today, it's like we're driving a car where the dashboard only works 1 hour a year during checkup. And the rest of the year, we're driving around no idea if our car's overheating or has no oil. Who would live that way?
And what is the Alive Core Cardia Band?
That's the one here that does the AFib and the heart detection. Yeah, so it's actually an EKG machine in a wristband that you put on an Apple Watch. Or they also have one that sticks on the back of a phone. So when you're sitting there watching video like we all do in the horizontal format, your fingers are already there. Why not take an EKG?
Brian, this is a lot of personal information that we are beaming around. There have to be some privacy or security concerns about all this data.
Of course. And of all the new areas of innovation, wearables, smart home, and connected car, there's 3 big new ones. I actually have the least concern. I have concerns, but I have the least concerns about this because it has the most adult supervision. You've got very conservative healthcare payers, healthcare providers, and FDA all overseeing it. I wish smart home had that much regulation. I wish connected cars had that much, although that's not bad either. So if there's any area that I'm a little less concerned, it's here. But yeah, this is going to be a new frontier we have to get consumers warmed up to. The benefits are so vast. We all need to be wearing this whether we have a condition or not.
Pay more attention to our personal health.
Get in front of it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.